Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. Got something new to open. You guys seem to like these videos, so I got some stuff from, you guessed it, Z-Man. We're gonna see what's in it. Some brand new items right now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Love doing these videos. I'm gonna keep doing it. If you like this video, please like it. And if you wanna subscribe, please do. I notice all the new subscribers and I love it. So keep it coming, and we're gonna jump right into this box. Some really cool stuff. And I'm not exactly sure what's in here, but I have a pretty good idea just because it's all the new stuff from iCast that came out this year. So I got a whole bunch of cool stuff here. Z-Man hats. Love this foamy is what it's called with the chatterbait. Then the other stuff is more of the plastics and more what you're familiar with Z-Man. And the thing I'm really excited about is the brand new chatterbait Evo, and we'll talk about this in a second. But I have fished this. A buddy of mine had them right when they came out, actually in the prototype stage. So I fished with them, but they're the Chatterbait Elite Evo. So it's supposed to be as good as the jackhammer, which we all love, but for half the cost. So I'm gonna kind of dig into that in a minute. But I'm really excited about fishing those. Also, to go with those chatterbaits is their new Chatter Spike, which is a really good chatterbait trailer. That's what it's designed for. I have also fished this as well. It's also a good bait to fish on a jig head, you know, the whole mid-strolling, but it's excellent for a chatterbait trailer. We also got the Gremlin, a cool little creature bait that I'll show you, designed by Latimer, B.Lat. Yeah, it says right there. Got the Gobius. It's kind of like their version of the dark sleeper, you know, those Gobi style baits. But again, it's got that Elastec. Some more gremlins and chatter spikes. Like Christmas. So yeah, let's just start talking about some of these. So I'll open up one of these Chatterbait Evo. So like I said, it's designed to be as good as a jackhammer, but a lot less expensive. So what I mean by that is it's gonna have a lot of the features that make the jackhammers cost so much, really. So it's got a wire-tied skirt, which is kind of hard to see on there, but it's, in my opinion, better than the collared skirt because it's not gonna pull down as much, you know, casting, ripping through grass, catching fish. It's just gonna hold a lot better. It's a nice fine skirt. And it's got a cool keeper. I really like that. Let's pull this guy off. You know, the jackhammers always come with these little red hook keepers, and I have actually made the mistake of fishing without taking that off before, so I always take them off as soon as I see it. So it's got a nice big hook, but with a keeper like I was talking about, it's a double keeper. It's a molded lead keeper and then the wire keeper. So that thing is gonna hold your bait perfectly. Your whatever trailer you put on there, whether it's a regular plastic, Plastisol, or the Elastec stuff, it's going to hold it very, very well. It's got the standard hex blade, you know, the chatterbait blade, direct tie, of course, it's Z-Man. It's got the size on it, which is pretty cool. So you know, I mean, sometimes those 3/8 half ounce, they're similar, but you can't always tell at first glance. So it's nice to have that on there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'll rig one of those chatter spikes on this just to see how it looks, but really like that Chatterbait Evo. And I will do a full video of this talking about my thoughts on how it fishes compared to the jackhammer, because naturally that's what everyone's going to compare it to. I'll also throw in some of my other favorite bladed jigs, like the Strike King Thunder Cricket. I like that tungsten one. The Slobber Knocker. I have done a video comparing the Slobber Knocker and jackhammer, so I might as well just do a video comparing all four, which that's going to be one that I'll be doing in the near future because I throw a chatterbait a lot. So yeah, let's put one of these chatter spikes on there and see what it looks like. So chatter spike, to me, right away looks very similar to the Razor Shads, which I love. It's a great chatterbait trailer. It's got the same kind of look on it, but that, like it says, it's a spike, the chatter spike. So it's a pretty cool design. You know, it's kind of in the same realm as, you know, the Spunk Shad or any of those other straight tail designs that a lot of people throw in chatterbaits. So I would immediately cut off probably about that much, just looking at the size of it. I probably wanted about that much. So I would you could fish it whole, but I'm gonna cut off a little bit of it right now. Cut off about just the head of it, maybe a ½ inch. Again, you don't have to, that's just some preference. Let's see how this thing rigs and looks on the Chatterbait Evo. If you haven't ever messed with Elastec too much, it's a little bit trickier, but it holds on there very, very well. You just kind of gotta finesse it a little bit on there. Go, you know, maybe a little bit deeper than you normally would. Just kind of get it all straightened out, but that's the finished product. You know, for my liking, that's about the right amount of trailer past it. You know, you're talking 1.5 inches or so. You know, it would have been 2 inches if you wouldn't have done that trimming. But yeah, that thing looks great. And it's got kind of a, you know, jointed sections on there, so it's gonna move freely. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this again. Like I said, I had a brief experience with it with my buddy, fishing with him, but there you go. That's gonna be the chatterbait and the chatter spike right there. Next thing is the Gobius. So they're, like I said, it's kind of like the dark sleeper. They come in a bunch of sizes. It's a 3-inch 3/8. We'll open up one of them, but I want to see some of the other sizes. This is a ½ ounce, which is cool. It's still small, so it obviously just has a bigger head inside of it. You know, this one is green pumpkin goby, and that's natural goby. It's really small. That's my first impression of it is, you know, for being a ½ ounce, again, kind of like that dark sleeper, which has a lot of fans. It's great for smallmouth, it's great for swimming around, it's great for skipping. But this little Gobius, this thing looks really good. I mean, it looks very natural. This is the ½ ounce in green pumpkin goby. But I think a smallmouth would tear that thing up, but you know, largemouth would eat it too. You know, again, it's Elastec, so you can stretch it like crazy. You're not gonna get your tail nipped off as easily, so I'm excited about that. Let's see what other sizes they have. There's also a bigger 3/4 ounce. So as you can see, it's not really any bigger, but that's really good. This one's the Deal, is the color name, but 3/4 ounce. And again, it's got that Elastec. So of course, with this chatterbait, I grabbed the most boring color, solid white, but there's some really good looking colors. Like this one is their Fire Craw, but it's actually, they're calling it Lava Craw. So it's got that bright red skirt, you know, great for dirty water, springtime fishing. You also got this cool one. This is Glitter Bomb. Let's pull that one out. Kind of a bluegill pattern with some silver head. So that's Glitter Bomb. We also got the Spot Remover. It's a great color in the jackhammer. Got to have some black and blue. And of course, you got to have green pumpkin. So really good colors. You know, the staples. Show you some of the other chatter spikes I got. You got Bad Chad, great choice. Black blue laminate. Got to have green pumpkin. So just some really good colors. And the last thing that I'll show you is that Gremlin. Again, designed by B.Lat. It's a cool looking creature bait. Look at this thing. You could just tell that's gonna have a lot of action. It's got, you could separate this, you can separate it right there, give it even more action. So it's kind of like a cross between a beaver and a brush hog, but it's gonna have tons of action. And again, that Elastec, stretch that thing out. And it's cool because the top section is big enough that you can put a decent sized hook in there. And you know, with Elastec, you do have a little bit of problems with standard Texas rigging, but I think this solves it. You know, they have a thicker section here, so it will hold a hook better than just being completely soft all the way through. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That's going to be a great in the back of a jig. Even you could throw it on a Texas rig, of course, Carolina rig, shaky head. You could do a lot with this. It's a cool looking bait. This one is Bama Bug. Got black and blue. And Game Changer, which is kind of like their baby bass. So really impressed with all the Z-Man stuff. I love Z-Man. I think we all do. You know, they make some really good stuff with chatterbaits and Ned rigs to, you know, the scented jerk shads. They have awesome baits. And this is the newest stuff. I'm excited to try it out. And like I said, I will be doing some follow-up content, actually fishing these, see how they do on the water. Thanks for watching.